Hi, Sue here from Mystic Matters. Hope you're doing well today. If you've been drawn to watch this particular video, then this is what you need to know. I'm using the Mythic Tarot, and these are lovely, gentle cards with a strong message, and they're based on Greek mythology. Okay. All right, we're starting off here saying you really have to be diplomatic and tactful at this time. It's like walking on eggshells. It might be a case of having to, stroke somebody's ego, as it were, because banging on doors and making loud noises just isn't going to work. So tact and diplomacy is really the order of the day. Now, you have quite a lot of fear and anxiety about the future, and it's often tied up with guilt about what has or hasn't happened in the past. Now, it might be things that you've done that you're not proud of and that weigh heavy on you. And it could be about what has been done to you, things that you're holding a grudge about, and it stopped you from trusting people. So therefore, you kind of expect the same will happen again if you make yourself vulnerable again. Now, with the Nine of Swords, is what we do to ourselves. Because if we have fear and anxiety about the past, and that it will just be the same old for the future, then we don't really have a future because we're always looking back over our shoulder. So my advice is, if there's fences that can be mended, mend them, and then you can cross it off your list. And if it's something that's has been done to you, or you've done something that's hurt someone else, then and you're not in touch with that other person, or there's nothing, you can't mend that with them, then just put it to rest. Forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and move on. And just be aware that you'll never let it happen to you again, or you will never do that again to anyone else. But it's really important, because otherwise, as I said, you've got no future, or you don't have a happy future, because you're so kind of married to the fears and anxieties, and you'll just keep manifesting the same over and over again, which will just to fulfill your expectations of a difficult life, or a life full of grief and anxiety. This is a lovely card, the Queen of Wands. It's hold on to your vision. Don't let anyone sidetrack you. Don't let anyone tell you that your idea doesn't have any merit to it, because it really does. You just need to be very, very focused on what it is that you want for the future. And if you're not sure of anything specific, why not just aim for anything that will make you feel fulfilled and happy. It doesn't have to be, I want this or that specifically, but if you aim for being happy, then the universe will bring you things that will fulfill that. You've got something new coming to you within a relationship. Now, this can either be a love relationship, or it can be like a business partnership, because with the cups, ideally we love what we do. So that's why it comes under the kind of the love banner. So somebody could come into your life, which will be a big beginning of a new romantic relationship, or somebody will come into your life that will be the beginning of a new business partnership. But with this, you don't know them very well. So it's not somebody returning from the past. It will either be somebody new or somebody that is maybe an acquaintance, somebody you know in passing, but you don't know them very well. And it's going to be time for you now to get off the shelf, get off the fence and say, okay, these are my ideas. And if you've got a good idea, tell people about it. Don't hide your light under a bushel anymore. This is, the King of Wands for me is like a marketing kind of man and or woman, you know, but it's about going out and telling people about yourself and your ideas and promoting yourself. It's really time to come out from the back office and follow your intuition. It's going to get a lot stronger. If you're quite used to being in control of everything, this can be a bit disconcerting, because when we start living with our intuition and it comes in strongly, we're often guided to do things that we don't actually expect to be doing. And so we kind of think, well, my feet aren't on solid ground here. But you will find that the way forward is to follow your intuition and go where it's guiding you. So as a quick recap here, be diplomatic and tactful. Don't go shouting things from the rooftops and banging on doors, because people will just back away from you. You really need to be very gentle in your approach with people and understand where they're at. There are some people, well, everybody reacts differently to different people. Some people you can be quite assertive with and they will take that on board and they will respond to that. Other people, you're assertive and they lock themselves in the cupboard. So it's really about knowing who you're dealing with and being tactful and diplomatic. So meeting them on their own level of how they respond to people. So diplomacy and tact. It is time to get rid of the fear and anxiety, because the more we attract what we fear. So you'll only be setting yourself up for grief in the future. So, you know, learn from the past, know what you'll accept and what you won't accept from yourself and others, and then just move on. It is time now, if you can just get away from that, the worries and stuff, if you can get away from the negative viewpoint, then it's time for you to say, okay, this is my vision for the future. It's like taking like a complete U-turn and say, okay, this is my vision for the future. This is where I want to be. Even if it's just, I know that I want to be happy, I want to be fulfilled, I want to be doing a job I love, I want to be in a relationship that means something. And you know, and that's my vision. I know that that's there for me. And I'm not going to let anyone tell me it's not possible, because it is. You know, this is my dream, and it's valid. So I'm going to dig my heels in and go with it for as long as it feels that this is the right direction for me to be going on. And if one day it feels that's not, I need to change course, then I will do that on my own terms. I'm not doing it on other people's terms, because this is my life and I need to live it the way that feels right to me. And somebody new's coming in. With this could be a romantic interest, or it can be a business partnership, but somebody new. And and I'm not sure if maybe I've seen them around, or maybe I don't know them at all yet, but somebody new's coming in, some that hasn't been in my inner circle before. And, you know, now it's time for me. I think they'll help and support me and give me the push needed for me to go out there and market myself and tell people about my ideas and just so I can thrive. I won't be kind of on the fence anymore. I will have decided to jump one way or another. So I'm really taking up, so I'm taking up the reins of my life and I'm moving forward. And I'm so glad that I stopped letting the past hold me back, because that's what it was doing. It was just holding me back, and things are so much brighter now. And because I'm not fearful anymore, my intuition is coming in. Because when we're fearful and anxious, our intuition gets blocked off, and we can't listen to it, because all these ideas are going around in our head, which are promoting our own paralysis. That so now I can move forward, and my intuition's directing me into one way or another way, but it's a really positive move forward. So I'm happy that I changed from negative beliefs to positive beliefs. Okay, so I hope that's been of help, and I hope to see you again one day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.